St. Thomas Aquinas was born near the end of 1225. Although some think he was born in 1227, most people agree that he died in 1274. Landulf, his father, was Count of Aquino. Theodora, his mother, Countess of Teano. His family was related to the emperors Henry VI and Friedrich II, and to the kings of Aragon, Castile, and France. A holy hermit foretold Aquinas' career, saying to Theodora before his birth, "He will enter the order of friars preachers, and so great will be his learning and sanctity that in his day no one will be found to equal him." At the age of 5, according to the custom of the times, he was sent to receive his first training from the Benedictine monks of Monte Cassino. Diligent in study, he was thus early noted as being meditative and devoted to prayer, and his preceptor was surprised at hearing the child ask frequently, "What is God?" About the year 1236, he was sent to the University of Naples. The custom of the times divided the liberal arts into 2 courses, the trivium embracing grammar, logic, and rhetoric, the quadrivium comprising music, mathematics, geometry, and astronomy. Thomas could repeat the lessons with more depth and lucidity than his masters displayed. The youth's heart had remained pure amidst the corruption with which he was surrounded, and he resolved to embrace the religious life.
Sometime between 1240 and August 1243, he received the habit of the Order of St. Dominic, being attracted and directed by John of St. Julian, a noted preacher of the convent of Naples. The city wondered that such a noble young man should don the garb of poor friar. His mother, with mingled feelings of joy and sorrow, hastened to Naples to see her son. The Dominicans, fearing she would take him away, sent him to Rome, his ultimate destination being Paris or Cologne. At the instance of Theodora, Thomas's brothers, who were soldiers under the Emperor Frederick, captured the novice near the town of Acquapendente and confined him in the fortress of San Giovanni of Roccaseca. Here he was detained nearly 2 years, his parents, brothers, and sisters endeavoring by various means to destroy his vocation. The brothers even laid snares for his virtue, but the pure-minded novice drove the temptress from his room with a brand which he snatched from the fire. Towards the end of his life, St. Thomas confided to his faithful friend and companion, Reginald of Piperno, the secret of a remarkable favor received at this time. When the temptress had been driven from his chamber, he knelt and most earnestly implored God to grant him integrity of mind and body. He fell into a gentle sleep, and as he slept, 2 angels appeared to assure him that his prayer had been heard. They then girded him about with a white girdle, saying, "We gird thee with the girdle of perpetual virginity," and from that day forward he never experienced the slightest motions of concupiscence. The philosophy of Aquinas has exerted enormous influence on subsequent Christian theology, especially that of the Roman Catholic Church, but also Western philosophy in general. His 2 great works are the Summa Contra Gentiles, written between 1258 and 1264, and the Summa Theologica, in which he expounds his systematic theology of the 5 proofs of the existence of God, written between 1265 and 1274. The former is a broadly based philosophical work directed at non-Christians. The latter is addressed largely to Christians and is more a work of Christian theology. Aquinas believed that Jesus Christ was truly divine and not simply a human being or God, merely inhabiting the body of Christ. However, he held that Christ had a truly rational human soul as well, producing a duality of natures that persisted even after the incarnation, and that these 2 natures existed simultaneously yet distinguishable in one real human body. Furthermore, Aquinas defined the 4 cardinal virtues as prudence, temperance, justice, and fortitude, which he held are natural and binding on everyone. In addition, there are 3 theological virtues described as faith, hope, and charity, which are supernatural and are distinct from other virtues, and that their object is God.
One day, messengers who were carrying to the Pope documents concerning the miracles attributed to Brother Thomas Aquinas were going across the Alps of Lausanne. A mule with a very heavy load slipped and fell, rolled down the side of a cliff, and was finally dashed against some jagged rocks. Dom Matthew, one of the envoys, invoked the aid of the saint, and they saw the mule safe and sound walking at the bottom of the precipice. The load he carried had not even slipped out of place.